Hey everybody, guess what we're making today? We are cooking up some fried rice. Thank you all so much for tuning in to my channel. You'll need green onions, white onion, garlic cloves, and mixed vegetables. My mixed vegetables consist of green beans, corn, carrots, and peas. You're welcome to use any vegetables to your likings. We have 4 eggs. I have 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of onion powder. Of course, you will need soy sauce. I am using the less sodium, and I will tell you why later. And sesame seed oil, which will give it a beautiful smell and taste. I'm using 4 eggs because that's my only protein. Since I'm not cooking this with chicken or shrimp, add a splash of black pepper to it. It's very important to cook your fried rice with leftover rice, but if you don't have leftover rice, just make sure you cook your rice prior to and let it cool down with room temperature, and then place it in the fridge for an hour or your freezer for 15 minutes before actually prepping it for the fried rice. So I added a splash of extra olive oil to my pan, and I am just twirling my pan around to make sure it's evenly coated, and that's what I'm using to break down and fry my eggs with. And the goal for the eggs, you want to make sure that they're as scrambled as possible, and you want to make sure that they cook evenly. You don't want no slimy eggs in your rice, so make sure they are thoroughly cooked through. Putting my eggs in a separate plate or bowl, I added another splash of olive oil, and I am just going to cook down my garlic. You guys know I am addicted to garlic, and I'm also going to fry the garlic with the white onion and let that cook down first. By now, the aroma in your house should be delicious. Go ahead and add your green onions to that same pot and mix it around for a little bit and let it cook down. You're welcome to let your onions get a little bit golden color. I don't want my onions that color yet, so therefore I'm going to take it out the pot and let it rest while I go ahead and add in my mixed vegetables. Because vegetables retain water, especially the green beans, I am going to add my seasoning directly onto my vegetables, and that is the garlic and onion powder. Give that a good stir and let it sit for a little bit. And go ahead and add your onions and garlic. And remember, if you wanted your onions a little bit golden brown, you didn't even technically have to remove it from the pot. You could have just left everything as is. I'm removing everything from the pot, and I am going to add butter. I'm adding butter because to me that's the best way to fry your rice. Instead of using oil and making the food extra oily, I prefer to use butter, and it just fries better for me. Go ahead and add your rice into the butter and just break all the rice down. And to make sure that it's frying properly, you'll know when your rice is done frying, because if you don't add any extra oil or butter, the sizzling will stop. So just make sure you continue stirring and flipping your rice around. So sorry you guys, my recording device had completely stopped on me, and I thought I was still being recorded, but apparently I wasn't. The only thing that you guys missed was me adding my vegetables back into the pot and adding a little splash of the sesame seed oil and a little bit of the soy sauce. So go ahead and do that, and then add your eggs in and just stir everything thoroughly, and then just let it sit real quick. And of course, make sure you're tasting your food. And you guys, this is my reasoning as to why I always pick the less sodium soy sauce, because I like my rice a little bit more brown, and I want to make sure that I get the perfect color that I want without overpowering my food with seasoning and salt. So yes, if you just want the color, go for a less sodium base. But if you just want a little splash of color, then you're welcome to use the original soy sauce. A little zoom in action. Yes. I made a big pot, so this thing is a little heavy. To top it off, I'm going to add a little bit of the green onions on the top for garnishing and of course for taste. But here is the delicious fried vegetable rice. And you're welcome to serve it with some chopstick, a fork, or even a spoon if you like. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell button. Peace and love. Enjoy.